Welcome back to Big Trouble in Little Podcast. I'm Andy.
I'm Chaz.
I'm Joe Dubs.
I'm Zach.
And it's we're starting a new theme this month. This is Japanese animation.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I don't know. There's no kind of lead in to anime. Everyone knows what that is at this day and age. It's not 1994 anymore, right? Like, there's no reason to explain what the hell anime is.
I mean, maybe the boomers might be like, "Oh, it's just cartoons."
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Boomers don't watch this stuff.
I mean, that's what this is. It's just like a nice, lighthearted, like slapsticky cartoon. It's good for the whole family.
Reminded me of that episode of Looney Tunes where Bugs Bunny does the Flight of the Valkyrie.
Is there a rape in that?
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
All right, but we're talking about Satoshi Kon's Perfect Blue from 1997.
Mm-hmm. And I chose this film. I didn't see it at all. The only thing I knew about it is that it's very deep as far as like the message, I guess, in some way about like fame and identity and all that stuff. But that's as far as I looked into it. But when I went into this film, my expectations were like high, but I am highly disturbed after watching this movie.
Well, did you like it? That doesn't mean if you liked it or not.
Oh yeah, I liked it. I liked the art. I didn't expect the edginess at all. Like there was like so much tits everywhere.
You mean just like sex and violence, right?
Yeah.
Because this is a bloody movie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I enjoyed it. I wouldn't say I had a good time, but I liked it.
All right, that's curious. This movie has become very lauded in the last few years in the West. Like, I think if you were like a complete weirdo, if you're a weeaboo, you liked this movie and always told people, oh, it's so good, oh, it's better than this. But in the last, I don't know, 10 or so years, like it's found a wider audience in no small part because people compare it to Darren Aronofsky because he took the scene of her in the bathtub. But now I think this movie's kind of getting its due, and it took quite a while. I still think this is like one of the best anime movies ever made. It's one of my favorites.
Yeah, it was quite the trip. And I came in blind, like Dub said, as well. And there are a lot of different themes that are touched on throughout the movie, but they do a good job of not spreading too thin, in my opinion. Like there's so much in relation to her as a person struggling with what she wants to be, as opposed to the external context of what I guess her agents would want her to be, and then of course that gets flipped completely on its head toward the end when you get the twist reveal. There's like a very interesting point related to the discovery of the internet. Like it's a wild thing to watch now, 30 years later, but like that, at least at that time, it's kind of touching into that territory of someone impersonating you on the line, and you can't really prove it's you or not. So that was interesting. They give a lot of good red herrings and misdirects in this movie. I love the fact that I'm always on my toes trying to figure out where the fuck the movie's going, but in a good way. Like I want to know. And I'll be honest, I didn't. It made perfect sense when the last twist is finally revealed, but it caught me off guard at first because there's like a very specific scene within the movie that makes me think that she's just gone crazy because, and again, like she's kind of being mentally broken by what all is going on. So I kind of thought, okay, she's unraveling. This is all on her, and then we get the reveal of Roomie being the actual person who's gone off the deep end and is ruining her life and murdering all these people. And I thought that was a really interesting twist. But it makes perfect sense by how Roomie reacts to the rape scene and if you think about, again, I've not even watched the movie the one time, and I was already thinking back to the very beginning of the movie, such little nuances of how Roomie reacts to certain news about things. is brushed off, and it's because she's actually the one doing it.
Yeah.
That was kind of cool. So I already want to watch the movie again just to see that if I can.
Watch it again, because you get to the end and you see the twist and you're like, it was Roomie all along. But was it? Because there's a lot of stuff in the movie that you can't explain by saying it was her, but I really do think that it's a lot of things. Like, she figures out how to manipulate the Mimania guy, and like what was him and what wasn't. And then I think some of it was just genuinely pissed off fans fucking around.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think it's all her, and I don't think it's all her and Mimania. I think it really is a whole lot of things. And that's kind of what the movie's about, is like society's impact on the nature of stardom and fame and notoriety, and the losing of identity in having a public facing persona, stuff like that.
I think a lot of the stuff in the movie is like in her head, because like she's having that identity crisis. Like, do I want to be a pop singer or do I want to be an actress? And then she has like her mom being like, "Why you want to be an actress? You're a great singer," and all that stuff. And you know, when she sees the pop star version of her outside her window, I think that's just her mind getting, you know,
I think I mean, she is cracking up.
Yeah.
Is
Oh,
the
for
fact
sure.
of the matter.
Yeah, we had like a deja vu moment there at one bit where like she almost replays an entire day, and it's actually she's moved on, but it's like almost replayed in the same way.
She doesn't know what it is ever.
Yeah, she keeps seeing her fish dead or alive. I mean, there's definitely other stuff going on. I think the interesting thing, and I'd like to hear the context, or like what you guys think of the context of this and like your impression of it. The whenever the one, I think it's the cameraman gets murdered, and then she finds the clothing in her own closet.
Yeah.
Do we think it's actually her, or do we think Roomie planted it there and it's just further like stuff fucking with her head?
We don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Because that is where it's gray, right? It could be her. She could have unraveled at that point.
Like, we know for a fact that she regrets what happened. So the fact that she would turn homicidal over it is, you know, it's pretty outrageous. But in the context of this movie, I guess that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. And just to also clarify for the viewers that haven't seen a movie, if you haven't seen a movie, go see the movie. But when we say like rape scene, there's like 2 rape scenes. There's the one where
one of them's a rape scene.
Yeah, and the other one is you know, when that creepy guy with that fucked up eye and fucked up teeth is like raping her and stuff in that studio area. Which, by the way, when she gets away and like goes in that dead end, I was like, fuck. Like, why aren't there no fucking door or backstage over there? I don't know. But
The weird set stuff.
That's the way it needed to be. She needed to be in the spot where she was about to be raped, and
What about
kills her with a hammer.
What if the whole movie's a delusion? What if this ending we see isn't even true? Because she even says during did you guys watch the sub or the dub? She says it in both. It doesn't matter, but
I watched the dub. I just watched it on
the
HBO Max.
yeah,
I watched the sub this time.
okay, cool. So Zach and I have seen both versions, but for this part, it doesn't matter. She says at some point, maybe I got hit by that truck and this is all a dream. Because one of her delusions does end with like, it looks like she's going to get hit by a truck, which is an interesting mirror to the end of the movie. And then we don't know what the resolution of that was. We have no clue. So maybe she's just dead. And the whole movie's like a dream.
Yeah.
Could be.
Does Roomie stab her with an umbrella?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure does. Yep.
Very
It's not that
penguin-like.
sharp, so that means she had a lot of strength.
Yeah, I mean, George Carlin said anything's a weapon if you're, determined enough.
She was crazy and overweight, so.
Do you think Roomie could have drugged her in some way, because she like has blackouts, like she don't know.
Yeah, she's got access to her easily. Yeah, probably, maybe.
They did show scenes of like, dissolving something in water and shit, and like that could have been an Alka-Seltzer, but you never really see her drink it or anything.
Yes, someone else is drinking that, but yeah, that kind of puts the thought in your mind, like maybe that's meant to be some kind of a visual indication of something.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she could drug her at some point in the day where her alibi is that she was in that area and Roomie does the murder, and then that's when she wakes up in the bed. Because every time something like traumatic happens, she just like wakes up and goes, "Is that real?" And all
Well,
that
then she
stuff.
has to go read on Mima's room and it's like, oh, I guess I went shopping today. So it's...
God, I wish I was at the beginning of the World Wide Web again, because like watching her learn how to use a computer, learn how to use the internet, and then go on that website, because in her mind she kind of looked at it as like cute, like, oh, they're talking about me. It's like a fan thing. How do they know what type of drink I drink, and what foot I put forward on a subway? And then that's when you see the creepy guy that is following her by the subway and showing up at points. And I also like that they have like this Law and Order type of, like, SVU type of shit.
Double bind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like X-Files mixed with Law and Order.
It's also a really good parallel to what's happening, because initially it doesn't start that way. But
that's
later,
another, is she, like, how cracked up is she? Because the plot of the thing she's making is very similar to what's going on.
Oh yeah,
not identical, just similar.
If you take face value for what happens at the end, it's literally the reason that she becomes a killer in the show is it's the same issue as far as multiple personality disorder.
And maybe she did become a killer in the same, like, I mean, and Roomie experiences the same thing, a multi-personality disorder. She cracks up and thinks she's Mima or whatever.
It also makes you wonder too, like, and this is what I wonder, because the biggest difference with Roomie's character and how she acts is when the rape scene gets, like, when she acts out the rape scene. So I wondered too how much of this was other factors, like just fans being crazy, Mimania, like maybe being the driving force in what's going on, and then Roomie doesn't actually get involved in any of that until later, because she snaps, because she's not, like, they mention how she's going in and out of that personality, and usually those types of things, a little bit of doc talk, like personalities like that are triggered to occur because of trauma or stress. So I would wonder if that's what's driven that to occur, because everything else could kind of be explained outside of that, and then you get these other pieces where now it's okay, we can't actually figure out why she's seeing someone. I mean, obviously there's other stuff that doesn't make sense. Like, it doesn't matter that if she's dressing like her or not. Roomie's not floating across, street lights and
that's part of the movie. It's the movie stuff. Like,
yeah, exactly.
One of my favorite shots in the whole goddamn movie is when she's chasing her, like, angelically, and then you catch the reflection of Roomie in the windows, and she's exhausted, sweating. I like that. It kind of reminds you, like, what's really going on, what's at stake, what's happening.
Yeah, I know. I thought that was really cool too.
So. Zach, what's your opinions?
I remember liking it a lot the first time I watched it, and watched it in the dub, and the dub's like okay, because it's kind of like at a time when English dubs were still kind of struggling to be good.
For its time, it's a very good dub. But compared against today, it's all right. It's fine.
Yeah. And I feel like I watched it subbed this time, and I was like, I think I like this a little better now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Beyond that, though, there was a lot of stuff not a lot, but there was a few things I did forget about this in the gap between watching it the first time and now. So it was like kind of fun to be on that ride again. I still remembered the pivotal twist, because I guess you don't really ever forget that. But it was still cool, and I did notice some things, like, even though there was like a pretty long gap between viewings, it was like, oh yeah, I noticed Roomie's reactions more, and like other things, like I forgot about that thing where she finds the bloody clothes in her closet. Shit. And yeah, I don't know. And it's funny because you could still, I don't know, you could watch this movie and still not be 100% sure of what exactly happened.
No, I've seen this movie 5 or 6 times. I still have no fucking clue what happens in like 2/3 of it.
Yeah.
It's just, and there's still like so many. It feels like I don't want to. I mean, this is so cliche. 1,000 other people have done this, but it reminds me a little bit of like a David Lynch movie, specifically.
Lost Highway,
No.
fucking Mulholland Drive.
Yes, Mulholland Drive. What the hell's wrong? It reminds me of Mulholland Drive a little bit because it has that stupid. If you get the DVD, it has that list of clues to look for to figure out what's really going on, and I think it's bullshit. But I see a lot of that in Perfect Blue as well, because like most of the murder weapons are like tools that you would find on like a carpenter's tool belt, and the murderers, we're led to believe, are, as it turns out, different people at different times. Maybe. Mm-hmm. So that's weird. Why? And then also, like when she's getting attacked at the end, there's a carpenter's belt there, and she grabs a hammer and hits him in the temple with it. And just like, why? It feels like a clue to something, but I don't know what. And there's the movie's full of stuff like that on repeated viewings, and you'll see like little things sync up or little themes develop or similarities. And I don't know if it's there for a reason or if it's just there for like, poetic symmetry in storytelling. I have no idea.
Mm-hmm. There's another thing too I forgot about was like that scene where she hits him in the head with a hammer, and it's like, oh, is he dead? He had like a weird reaction to it too. Mm-hmm. It was like it was almost like he got stabbed with like the fucking claw part of it. But no, it was just like he got hit with the hammer, and there was like this long pause of no movement, and then he just goes, gets up and falls over.
I mean, you get hit in the temple with a hammer and see how, But
well, I think it would just knock you unconscious.
I think the movie knows how extra suspenseful it is that you don't see a wound. And then you get that nice scene where they come back and he's gone.
Yeah, he's gone. Then you see he's dead in the back of the building.
That's another one of my favorite shots in the whole movie is she tries to call the male agent and it's just ringing, and you see like the set, but you don't see anything, and your brain starts going, uh-oh, I think I see where this is going. And you see him dead, and he slumps over, and you see Mamadi dead. And then the first time you see this movie, you're like, wait a minute, what the fuck? Like everything finally clicks.
Yeah.
What a great moment.
Yeah, the unreliable narrator thing works well in this movie because I'm like you, I just don't know what is. I'm like her. I don't know what's real and what is
But
reality.
at the end of the movie, she says, "No, I'm the real thing.
I'm the real me." Yep.
Are you? No.
She is.
This the screenplay for this is based on a novel, and I have never read the novel, and I don't know a whole lot about it. But there you go. There's some information that you can do with what you will.
Is it titled Perfect Blue or is it something else?
I don't remember.
Okay.
Wikipedia will tell you, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'll look it up. You guys keep
based on Perfect Blue, Complete Metamorphosis.
Complete Metamorphosis. That's it, because there's an art book called that for Perfect Blue. That makes sense. Mm. Yeah. But from what I understand, it has a lot more going on. That's something else cool about this movie, the length. How, like, it's an hour and it's not even an hour and a half, I don't think. What is it, an hour and 20-something minutes?
It's 81 minutes.
Yeah, and they do all of this with that amount of time. Jeez. Mm-hmm. How awesome. Utilitarian. Also, the animation's great. The soundtrack's great. Like, it's just all just compacted in this, like,
I love the silent movie. I love the Silent Hill music that kept coming in when it's like something weird would happen. There's like, this sounds like fucking background music in Silent Hill. What the fuck is going on? I forgot about that. Those little stingers. Great. Yeah, 1997, late 90s cell animation. It's great.
Mm-hmm. Question, like in cartoons or even anime during this time, like were they able to use like actual products like the Macintosh, or did they just like edit it a little bit to make it?
I don't know. I mean, there could have been a brand deal or something behind the scenes. Satoshi Kon wasn't like a huge name yet, and I don't know who released this movie in Japan. I mean, it could only be like one of 3 studios, like Toho, Shichuku, whatever. Bleh. But I don't know. Maybe I noticed she owned a PlayStation.
Oh yeah,
she had a PlayStation. She had a Macintosh. I saw Coca-Cola.
Oh, something I noticed on this viewing. She has a PlayStation, but when you see Mamania's, crazy room, he has an N64.
Yeah, you
Oh,
know
that's
he's fucked up.
It's like a butchered one, but it has the stupid little like feet and 4 controller ports. It's like that's an N64.
That's hilarious.
Other than that, I don't know what else to talk about this movie. I think we nailed a lot of it.
I mean, I guess if we really, really wanted to get navel gazy, there's a lot of like minutia to again, like losing personality when you become a public icon and all this other stuff. But I think ultimately it's just kind of an interesting story about a stalker question mark and like just this actress's journey
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's such a hard thing to actually talk about
or
because
idol's journey. Sorry.
like you could like we could either sit here and end this in 2 minutes, or we could talk about this movie for another 3 hours because
Yeah.
all the themes that are there. But it's all about what you took away from the film because so much is going on. Like I can legitimately see watching this 4 or 5 times before you like form like a really deep opinion of everything going on because it's just there is so much. But like I'm here for the ride. Like it's great. I have every intention of going back and watching it. I will not watch it at work. I made that mistake. I
Uh-oh.
didn't know what to expect. Yeah, we'll do that again. I had to go to the back, and they were like, "Is he watching hentai?" Like, no.
NSFW for show. I don't know what's worse, the nudity or the violence. Like some of the violence is like outrageous.
Oh yeah, some of it's like really just like rough and like primal. I think is kind of the word. Like very, very much like a guttural type of a degree of violence. Like it's not as simple as I'm just going to shoot someone. Like people are getting stabbed like several times over with screwdrivers. And
Yeah, they're
shit.
always like 61 times or something. Yeah, I've seen the movie several times, but I still flinch when the photographer gets stabbed in the eye with a screwdriver.
Then she stabs him in the dick.
Yeah,
Yep, sure does.
that checks out. That makes sense.
The pop star group. What was the name again?
Sham.
Sham. Were they trying to say in the writing like she was kind of holding them back because like they rank higher in the top 100?
Maybe. I mean, she's supposed to have that doubt. Oh, look, they're taking off without me. They never needed me. In fact, I might have been holding them back. Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I also like the scene where they're kind of doing a podcast because podcast wasn't big.
It's a
back
radio
then,
program.
a radio show. And then she sees like the hallucination of herself, and I was like, "That's fucking cool." I like that.
It also makes me wonder too, like how much of this is like the whole reason she goes on the arc that she does, as far as just pop star to actress, and then she goes into I want to show people I'm serious, etc. Is again they don't give you so much, and they do say something about it being her dream, but how much of that is actually just groomed into her? Like, was she raised from a very early age to be told you're going to go do this, and this is like her way of trying to break away from it and become her own person, but then she ends up like it's too late because that identity has already been created. Like she herself has been lost because she's already become the pop star, and now she's trying to get away from it, and then that's what leads to kind of the.
I know that's like how it is
spiral.
now. Like talent agencies in Japan will find talented young women to mold into being an idol. That's why they talk about, oh, she had all these singing lessons or whatever. Like the agency paid for that, for her to become a good singer.
That or their parents pushed them into it.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, 1997, and of course, I get my knowledge of Japanese culture through like Yakuza video games and a few movies. So, grain of salt. I'm not an expert or anything, but yeah, they get young women and then like pay to make them great singers and great actors and actresses. I mean to say, whatever.
And I mean it's not unique to Japan. Like Korea has a similar phenomenon with that right now, and I mean even in the West, it's still a thing. Like it's not that you have to specifically be in one of those situations, but there are definitely like pipelines for like child actors and actors.
Oh sure,
to get the same careers. Like it's like the obsessive parent that kind of like forces that. So it almost made me wonder if that was kind of there, and that was why when the parent called, like. If you think of it from that scope, that's the emphasis. Like they're not calling just to check on her and say, "Hey, honey, I thought you were doing this." They're actually calling because they're the ones that push her into this, and they're like, "Hey, you're fucking this up. What are you doing?" And they just handle it in a very subtle way.
It kind of reminds me of like the Disney Channel kids, like, when they're young and then they
Yeah.
they go into Hollywood.
That's what I was saying. Like, you can talk about that for a long time, I think. But yeah, I think about that some too. I don't know. It's something we don't know a lot. This whole cottage industry of making idols in Japan is very strange. I think it's very different.
And they were saying, another thing that's interesting is at the time in the movie, this probably reflected society. They were saying like idols aren't as popular as they used to be. Like the industry is not the same as it was before. Like talking back, I think they were referring to like the 80s and stuff.
I think you're right, because something I do know is, like the nature of idols started to change. And I think this movie reflects that in that, like, it started being more about like a sexualization thing. And idols oftentimes they start being idols before they're of age, so that's kind of like a perverse way of looking at it. But
yeah, they start as teenagers, pretty young sometimes too, and then kind of grow into it till their early 20s. Then they start being like, hey, you're too old, I don't know,
you're too old, you got to become an actress or
then,
porn star, I guess.
That's something I forgot about with Roomie, is she used to be an idol. She aged out.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me.
Her heyday.
It kind of reminds me of that noir movie that we watched on Noir November. That actress that was getting too old and she was like trying
Sunset Boulevard.
Yeah, that one.
Oh, yeah, I've heard of that movie.
Yeah, I heard of it too.
She is big. The pictures got small. Don't get it confused.
That's right.
I tried to pair those two movies for movie night one time, but Sunset Boulevard had been taken off streaming, so I didn't get to do it. But it was going to be Sunset Boulevard and Perfect Blue.
That's interesting.
That was my idea.
That's actually a really cool idea.
It was supposed to be the dawn and the sunset of acting paranoia.
I watched Donnie Darko after this. I don't know why. It was just
that's
you should have watched Millennium Actress.
I should.
Anyone? No one? All right.
I didn't watch that yet.
We have watched another Satoshi Kon movie on the show.
Yeah, the
Tokyo Godfathers.
Yes.
Tokyo Godfathers, yep.
He unfortunately did not get to direct a lot. He was a manga artist, and then this is his directorial debut, and he nailed it, so they gave him some more work after this. But Tokyo Godfathers is great. Millennium Actress is great. Paprika everyone likes it. I think it's his weakest movie, personally. But you guys might disagree, because I think, generally speaking, people disagree with me. I think most people think Millennium Actress is his weakest movie, but I love that movie. I think it's just, I think it almost has like a Ghibli sweetness to it in a way.
I mean, Paprika's not bad though, right?
No, it's still a good movie. And honestly, like you could watch it on mute and be entertained. The movie's fucking outrageous. It's got like a whole like mixed media, gorgeous kind of like dreamscape thing going on.
Cool.
And of course, he's Paranoia Agent. I don't want to forget to mention that.
Oh yeah, Paranoia Agent rules.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard. That's on my list.
Yeah, watch it. You would like it. That's some dub shit right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is dub shit, and it's also short. It's like 12 or 13 episodes.
12, I think. I think that's right.
And I think this is a dubs movie too. Yeah.
Hey, it is. You picked it.
Yeah, it has a lot of psychological shit. The rape like fucking threw me off. I don't know what it. Obviously, it's disturbing.
The real one or the fake one?
Both.
Yeah, which one?
Both. Because like, think about it. Like, they're all just like, all right, ready, set, go, and he's like, I'm gonna fuck you, and he's like, I jammed it, and then they're like, hold on.
I mean, that's why that scene's so great, is because it's mixing this like this horrible thing that you don't want to watch with like these silly little moments, and you don't know how to feel. It's like there's a horrible gang rape going on. I can't say that word. And then the guy's like, oh, my zipper jammed. And they're like, okay, reset. And like one of the parts I like the most is they're like, okay, hang on, we'll move the cameras. And he's like, I'm really sorry about this. She's like, it's fine. I understand.
Yeah, I'm really sorry.
Like, I want to laugh, but it's like, this is terrifying. I
can't laugh. I just remember sitting in the back when that was happening. I was like, please nobody walk in. Please nobody walk in. Like, it's like being back in the day, like in your bedroom and you're watching something that's like kind of inappropriate, or you're playing a video game and you're like, I hope my parents don't walk in.
It's the me in Perfect Blue when I'm watching by myself. It's the Power Ranger scene from the beginning. Perfect Blue when my parents walk in. It's the rape scene.
That's exactly it.
I forgot about that scene too because I like it. They're on like that stage in the middle of, like a town or whatever.
That's perfect because people who are coming to this movie for the first time have heard all this stuff about, oh, this movie's a mindfuck, dude. Oh, it's so violent, it's so crazy, and then you're sitting there, it's like, what the? Is this a fucking Power Rangers stage?
I'm not gonna lie. Until you mentioned it, I totally forgot that happened. So much fucking happens in this movie.
It's the perfect. It's just like a big blank plate for the movie to get set on. I love it. It's so perfect.
Yeah, and I like the kids when they leave. They're like, this. Well, I'm not paraphrasing well, but like, this is not like the real thing or like on TV or whatever because TV is much cooler.
Oh yeah, they say it was like lame or something.
Yeah. And then
that's an underrated part of this movie is the interludes where the dorks, the otaku, are having conversations about what's going on, and it's like the most entertaining way to provide exposition I've ever heard of.
Mm-hmm.
Also one of them, Steve Bloom, which is hilarious in the dub.
I also like the fight with the creepy guy and those like 3 troublemakers and stuff that were in the crowd and stuff. I like that setup a little bit because it kind of makes him, the creepy guy, look like his knight in shiny armor, white knight, and then like you watch the movie more and you're just like, oh, this guy's a fucking creep. Like even though you see him in the beginning where he's doing this like weird
the hand thing,
it's
a kind of a meme, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Also, you find out later that guy gets hit by a car. The guy who like starts the fight with him.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? Who did that? Who ran him over with the car?
Mystery.
I was doing a little digging on this, see if I could find out anything interesting about it, production wise or anything. I guess it was supposed to be a live action film at first. And then due to funding difficulties, they were like, no, it's direct to video now, and it's a direct to video animation.
It works so much better as an animation. Like
yeah.
Like maybe you could make it work, but
no,
it's a hard movie to do.
You think about the quality of television and movies from Japan in the 90s. No offense to them, I don't think it couldn't have been this violent.
Mm-hmm.
They just couldn't do it.
No, and then what's funny is like in the middle of production of it, they decided we're going to theatrically release this shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like before it was finished.
I did know that part. I knew that it was going to be direct to release, and then like, hey, we'll put it in theaters. And the people making it were like, what?
Excuse me?
It worked out okay, I guess. It made money.
Oh,
it made some careers, for that matter.
It made money. It made careers. It didn't make a whole lot of money, but it didn't like, they didn't go in the hole over it.
This is one of those things. I think it made its money after the fact. Like this movie is still famous, not just in the West, but it's extremely famous in Japan, of course.
Oh,
they release like fancy pants, ultra Blu-ray editions of it all the time, and they always sell out. So,
well, yeah, I mean that makes sense. The movie was quite the trip.
So my final take is like, there's a lot of disturbing scenes, but it's written really well. I like the animation. I like the music. So I do recommend it. Like I said, I was highly disturbed, but I just was caught off guard.
It's not safe for work, but it is a masterpiece, and everyone should watch it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I would strongly agree. Everyone should watch it, but you should also take a shower after.
Mm-hmm.
Not before.
I mean, you could, if you want to, you could shower, then watch it, and then shower again. But I think if I could have had my order of watch this movie, have a cigarette, and then shower, I think I would have been better off. But I had to sit at work instead, so I just watched a bunch of DS9, and that effectively was the same as a cigarette and shower.
I ran out of gummies, so I couldn't like fucking mellow out after I watched this. But
I'll watch this movie raw.
Wait, did you say you watched Donnie Darko?
Yeah, I watched Johnny Darko. Yep.
With no gummies. Damn.
Nope, no gummies.
Actually,
you guys hear about this day in detail.
You guys are saying that shit. I went straight from this to Trailer Park Boys. So.
You see, he doesn't even feel like I don't even take no showers. Watch something else now.
Yeah.
Andy is just an emotionless husk. Actually, I'm not gonna lie. Trailer Park Boys is probably a great balance to this because you are like, oh. Fuck,
it built me back up. It put some things back where they needed to be. I'll say that.
It's a good palate cleanser.
Fuck off, lady.
I watched Zeta Gundam
See it.
after this.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's good one too. More
Zach,
anime.
Zach,
what do you think, Zach?
you're next on your pick.
Did he ever pick something?
Yes, you did.
Yeah, I picked
Oh.
Ghost in the Shell from.
Whoa! Another fuck. You guys all chose like the classics. I'm gonna have to change my pick, but we'll see.
I mean, just do that because I'm at this point. The only movie on our list that I have not heard of is yours, and it's not a bad thing. I'm happy to watch it too, but I was curious where everyone else was going to go. I chose mine specifically because it's a movie that I have no excuse for, but I've never watched. But I feel a little better.
And we're gonna close with your pick. It's perfect.
Oh, yeah.
That's the last pick.
For sure. But yeah, I've watched Ghost in the Shell. I'm excited to watch it
Okay.
again. It's been a long time.
I've seen it as well. Have you guys both seen it?
I
No.
haven't seen it. No.
Oh, there we go. 2 and 2.
Have you guys seen the TV show?
Yeah,
Good. I was hoping you'd say that. I fucking love this then. Okay, good. I'll explain why I love it next week.
Stay tuned for that.
Yeah, Mamoru Oshii, right? He directs this?
I think so.
I think so.
I don't know.
We're getting all the big ones. Katsuhiro Otomo, Mamoru Oshii, and Satoshi Kon. I mispronounced all of their names. You're welcome.
I mean, what was I going to say? Oh, yeah, no, it's Oshii.
Okay, good. He also directed Pat Labor, which is a personal favorite of mine, but that's neither here nor there. So make sure you go watch the original Ghost in the Shell from 1995. It gets really confusing because there's also a movie version of one of the TV shows from the late 90s, and there is a Ghost in the Shell 2, and there's a live action Ghost in the Shell. None of that shit. We're watching the first.
Yep.
Yeah.
No Scarlett Johansson.
No, not this time.
It's a silent stinger time.
Show it.
Let's do it.
It's not truly silent, though, because we can talk over it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but he's silent.
He's silent. He just
the
took off his mask.
Stinger
There-
is silent. I get it. I get you.
Mhm.
The
All right.
Stinger.
Well, this is host credit scene. We're going to discuss what we've been watching, playing, doing, all that kind of stuff. Usually we talk about trading cards too. Don't ask me why. Speaking of trading cards, Chaz, why don't you go first?
Yeah. Well,
I wanted to hear about DS9. That's why I chose him first.
yeah, so that's fair. I didn't really play any Pokemon. I like did a little bit of dabbling on live. With the shifting of getting rid of my Workana stuff, I now have an opening, oddly enough, to go to nationals for Pokemon that I didn't have before, and this is going to air after the fact, but tomorrow is actually wave 1 for signups, so I'm going to try to get signed up for that tomorrow.
Good luck,
Which
buddy.
is a little wild to even try to get all this set up, given everything else going on in my life right now.
Yeah, you're moving right now.
Yeah, you
right?
notice all the bare bones stuff. Yeah, I'm literally packed up. Like this is the last time I'm recording in this house. The next time I record, we'll be in the new house. But yeah, it's been a little hectic. But that said, I'm. Oh, go ahead.
You know, it's funny. Like within this podcast, we've seen you move 3 times
3 times?
or 2 times. I'm sorry.
Yeah, twice. Yeah, I've had 3
times,
different
yeah.
spots. Yeah.
3 different houses is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. I'm trying to. I mean, if I can have any say in it, this will be the last time. I would prefer to die in that house because moving sucks. But we'll see what happens.
Maybe you'll die getting into that house. Who knows?
Well,
The future's full of surprises.
Well, that's one way to look at it, Andy. Thank you for being so positive.
Half full, they say.
That said, I did play some Age of Empires 2 with 2 of these bozos. We had a pretty good time. I don't know. I feel like Zach. I want to leave it to him to really talk most about it because I feel like he probably has the most unique perspective of it because he was just getting his ass blown out. But I'll let him talk about that later.
He didn't have my walls.
As far as things I watched, though, I watched a ton of DS9. So I'm now in the middle of season 3. So like the last time I was talking, I was almost done with season 2. So I've already watched like a half season's worth or more.
You're blasting through that shit.
Have you seen?
I'm
So has the Dominion been introduced?
Yes,
Okay,
yeah. At the end of season
3
2.
is Dominion. Okay, good.
Yeah, well, season 2 ends with the Dominion. Like, so you get the Maquis and the Dominion all at the end of season 2. Like, they just do like a very brief, like, and it's funny because the last week you warned me, like, oh, there's like this this person that's in the Maquis, and it's going to be way out of left field, and you're going to be really like, what?
So cool.
And the intro, I thought it was going to be in the introduction, so I watched this 2-part of the Maquis, and there's this character that's introduced for the first time that happens to have a relationship with Cisco, and then that person ends up in the Maquis, and I thought, well, I don't know how that was out of left field. It kind of
it's a brand new character. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I was like, did I miss something? So anyway, I continued on. I do like the twist with the Dominion. That was really cool. Like learning, in relation to Odo and where he's from.
Founders.
And then I got to the episode. Have you guys watched? Dubs, I know you watched DS9. Zach, I can't remember if he's watched TNG or not. Okay, I can't spoil it then. I'll wait.
It's
eventually.
Too good. Well.
One day. But yeah, I got to the spoiler where a certain Starfleet officer suddenly shows up, steals the Defiant, and I was like, "Whoa, what?" it was a pretty cool episode.
It's a really exciting episode. It's a standout moment in DS9.
I also just love that Garrick is just gradually showing that he was like MI6.
Mm-hmm.
it's
no, he's just a plain and simple tailor. That's all he is.
Plain and simple tailor.
Yeah, him like just suddenly taking over, and when they're about to get blown up by Cardassian warships, and he just like gives them an access code and just, I demand you let us go now. And they're like, oh, I'm so sorry, I didn't know. Cisco's like, where the fuck did you learn that? And he's like, oh, I must have heard it when I was tailoring someone's pants.
No.
Yeah, it's pretty great. But yeah, I've been enjoying that a lot. I've still been watching through Parks and Rec. We're almost at the end of season 6. We're about to like finish that series again because season 7 is pretty short. I am fairly deep into Pokemon the animated series. Been watching that with the kid, and now I say deep. I'm only like episode 110 of like 1,100 episodes.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's a long
not deep
show.
at all.
What are you talking about?
But as far as like the original like Kanto edition, like we just watched where he was in the Orange League and Ash wins his first league championship. It was kind of cool. Yeah, my daughter got super hype over it because she's like getting really into it. She's like, wait, how are they going to beat Dragonite? Oh no, Charizard's down. How's he going to do it? And then Pikachu beats the Dragonite, and she like lost her shit. It was cool. I was like, damn, you're a wrestling fan and you don't even know it yet. But it's kind of great. So, but yeah, the last thing I'd watched though, and this is something I've realized I like to do whenever I am packing for some reason. If I'm just needing like hours of like time where I'm like doing tedium, where I'm putting things away, organizing and boxing stuff, I like watching and listening to some of these deep dives. So one I didn't include on my list here if you're looking on the Google Doc, but I watched some Summoning Salt videos. Specifically, I got into that Spyro video. Spyro speedrunning is insane, and I almost wanted to get into it. It's like, oh man, I was looking up a setup, but I thought, you know what? Nah, I need to back off for a sec. But I'm so close to like committing to like, okay, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna find a game that's just like right up my alley, that's niche enough, and go, I'm gonna get the world record of that specifically in speedrunning. I don't know what it's gonna be yet. I'm gonna find it. It's gonna happen. You mark my words. 10 years from now, I will have a record. I don't know where it's going to be yet, but it's going to happen.
It's going to be that. It's going to be that Xbox 360 Doritos game.
Yeah. Fucking Sneak King. I'm going to have the world record running Sneak. Yeah, that's Burger King, but Sneak King is what I'm going for.
Sneak King has a speedrunning community. I've watched it on
I had
quick.
I had no doubts. Yeah, I watched the GDQ on that as well. Actually, it's not even like a niche one. I got to find one though. But I also just been watching a lot of random fighting stuff. I'm kind of like getting that itch. Zach can probably attest to this. You just like, if you have a long time away from fighting games and you just get that heavy itch to like really dive in and just play a bunch of fighting games. I've got the itch again. It's been a couple of years and I'm really fucking itching to hit up on the fight pad, but it's all packed away. So I got to wait. But nevertheless, I watched some stuff on fighting games, and then somehow that led me to find a deep dive on Soul Calibur. And holy shit, because I've played the Soul Calibur games. Like most notably, I played a lot of 2 because that's just the one that I was introduced to the series on. and I played a bit of 3. Dabbled a little in 4, but I didn't know shit about the backstory. I've watched all the other, like, you quote unquote insane lore behind Street Fighter, Tekken, whatever. They don't have shit on Soul Calibur. I shit you not. I'm halfway through watching the 4th video. The person hasn't even finished the series to touch on 5 and 6 yet. They've just done Soul Edge and Soul Calibur together. They've done Soul Calibur 2, Soul Calibur 3, and I'm in the middle of watching 4. And the backstory and lore of this game is absolutely nuts. It's crazy.
And what's crazy also is it takes itself dead serious.
No,
It's
it
not
absolutely
goofy
does.
and shit like Tekken or anything, or even Street Fighter.
Well, it takes itself seriously, and it's also like a ton of the stuff is based on real world events. Like, they base everything around real things that happen, and it just, like, it's not one of those things where it's like, oh, everything's based in this one area of the world. No, all different, like, cultures of the world are involved in this somehow, which is kind of cool. Like,
It's alternative history.
Like, I don't know if you guys are you guys at all familiar with the game? If you played it or like?
Oh yeah, I love
Yeah.
that fucking series.
At some point, I was like, man, it was Cervantes. This character's really interesting. I'm gonna like look up his wiki, and then I like read a bunch of it, and it had like 12 other links to other stuff. I started reading about that, and then it had 12 other links, and then I was like, fuck this. So I'm not an expert or anything, but yeah, I understand. Like Cervantes was my favorite character at that time, and I started like, what's your deal?
Yeah. Well, so Astaroth is a character from like the beginning that's in there, and he is a golem who was created by Ares to like help serve whatever, malevolent purpose that he has in obtaining the Soul Edge. Like, what? It's like so random that the Greek gods and the Greek pantheon are involved, but they have a heavy plot line. Like Hephaestus has this whole thing about wanting to get the Soul Edge or stop it because he doesn't want it to hurt his reputation. He like doesn't give a fuck at all about the fact that it could just destroy the world. He's like, no, you guys don't get it. Like, it's gonna give me a bad rep if that destroys the world. Like, but what? It doesn't even make sense.
There's all kinds of weird, selfish motivations they have to do it. Like Voldo, like his fucking master, who's like has like the money pit and shit.
Yeah. I wondered about the money pit, and also Mitsu, and like his whole like tie-in with basically being Robin Hood. Yoshimitsu is the Japanese Robin Hood. What?
He rules in Soul Calibur and Tekken. He's like a fucking goofball. It's like whatever.
Yeah. Well, it's cool.
I miss that fucking series so much. I want another game.
Yeah, it's a shame that I never played any of the ones beyond because the only experience I had with it was one of my roommates in college had it, and of course that's the one that had the Star Wars characters and I remember playing and thinking Yoda's the cheapest scum piece of shit ever because it was too little to like throw or hit certain moves, like the hitboxes weren't there, and if someone like knew what they were doing, they just like owned you with cheap ass Yoda. So I remember playing that and like watching people get frustrated, which was funny. And then that was the end of that. Like we kind of like said, okay, cool. You want to play Smash instead? And I never did anything more. But I had a lot of fun. I had the game for GameCube or Soul Calibur 2. I had for GameCube and Xbox. I never played with Heihachi, but I think it's hilarious that he's the only character that doesn't have like in the series. He's the only one that doesn't have any weapons. Because he's just like, nah, these hands will do it. And he just put gauntlets on so he can block swords, but like he just beats ass with his fists. I don't know. I can talk about it's like the most recent thing that I've been watching, and I am kind of like fascinated with how crazy the lore is of it. So yeah. That's all I've got on my end. Let's see. Oh, go ahead, Andy. What were you saying?
I just wanted to say, in a similar vein, a couple years ago, I watched a 6-hour YouTube video about the lore of just the first few Guilty Gear games. That's some good viewing right there.
Oh, I have no doubt.
Guilty Gear is bonkers.
Yeah,
ridiculous. Yeah,
and it's now that you bring it up. Yeah, Guilty Gear and the BlazBlue, like those series, those Arc Sys games. Yeah, you're absolutely right. The lore behind those, that probably does eclipse Soul Calibur in some way because it's nuts, but it's still like equal parts serious and hammy. So I don't know. Like everything in Soul Calibur is super serious and dark, and where a lot of the stuff in Guilty Gear, I mean, it's just edgy sometimes for no reason at all. Like
Yeah.
there's some silly stuff. There's Faust and his whole backstory, which is nuts.
Yeah.
Well,
But anyway, let's see. Andy, since
well, hold
Yeah,
on,
you
hold
brought
on. Well, Chaz, since you're into Invincible, are you going to be getting the fighting game for that, Invincible Versus?
maybe I've seen some stuff about it. So the game I'm most interested in once we get it released is the Tokon Souls game,
Oh yeah,
which will be the Arxis 4v4 Marvel Hero Fighter, which will which effectively will be the spiritual successor to Dragon Ball Fighters. So that's the game that I'm most interested in seeing how it plays. But Invincible does look cool too, and they're definitely like some of the stuff I've seen. They're not holding back; like they're being especially brutal with the game. So that's pretty cool.
You know, it's funny. That thing about Tokon, you just mentioned how it's going to be like the spiritual successor to Dragon Ball Fighters.
Mhm.
If anybody remembers, the last Marvel vs. Capcom game came out around the same time Dragon Ball Fighters came out,
Mhm.
and it totally just swooped in and fucking killed it and stole its thunder because
Ate its
it was
lunch.
a mediocre ass game.
Yeah, I mean, it killed itself because of some of the shit. Like they made a rushed, like not fully cooked game in Infinite, and then on top of that, I can't remember if it was a pay. I don't know if they like had microtransactions that ruined that game. There was some element outside of just the gameplay itself that really killed the online community very quickly, and the game just didn't pick up steam.
When
Not
it
enough.
launched, couldn't they not have the X-Men in it also?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was
Yeah,
about
they
to say
couldn't do that.
not
Yeah.
enough characters and stuff.
Just don't even release it. Wait.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah, it was pushed, and yeah, it had something to do with that. Because I remember I always get that confused with Street Fighter V, because Street Fighter V had the whole thing of when it first came out, like nothing was unlockable. They like released like a bare bones game and said, "Oh, don't worry, we'll eventually release patches and DLCs and blah blah blah."
Disgusting.
And it did eventually become a fleshed out game, but it took forever and like ultimately wasn't worth it unless you were a
Early
diehard.
access Street Fighter.
Yeah, it's early access.
I mean, it was an open beta for about 2 years. It's effectively what happened. A beta that you had to pay for.
Yeah, I just think that's
Yeah.
funny. Now they're doing their Marvel game, and it's probably going to be good.
Mm-hmm.
It looks good. There are some. They've released some newer content from closed beta sessions over the last couple months, and some of the characters, I guess, that are in the game have been like people have been a little upset about or whatever because the internet's just full of that shit. I don't know. I'm happy to sit down and just try the game once it's out and see what it's like. The other fighting game is the League of Legends 2XKO. I had the beta for it. I didn't get around to playing it for whatever reason. And then, I mean, the game is out now. I could just play it, but I just haven't done it yet. But maybe that's the thing I'll have to cure my itch until we get the other games. Because we got a little while for Invincible Versus, right?
Yeah, I think it comes out in the summertime.
Yeah, and then I don't think Tokon Souls comes out until like the late summer, early fall. So we got time.
Yeah, I've been itching to play Street Fighter 6, so I might dive into that.
I have too, honestly. I've thought about getting back into it. Akuma's in the game, which, I mean, I'm always about trying to cheese people with Akuma, hit him with some Raging Demon, you know?
The
Let me
Tribal
know.
Chief.
Yeah. All right, Andy, why don't you go next?
Well, I'll start with Age of Empires, the thing you forgot to mention.
No, I mentioned it. I wanted to let Zach
Oh,
go
okay.
on to it.
All right. Would you guys want to talk about Age of Empires now or later?
Let's just talk about it in a blanket, yeah, like we do F1. Or
Yeah,
something.
I'm
Yeah.
cool with that.
We played Age of Empires, and it was mostly going well.
It was fun, except for me. Like, I don't know what the deal was that session. Of
You
us
kept getting
playing.
bad spawns. You would be the tip of the spear, and the computer would spank your butt.
Well, what's funny is like not the last game, but the second to last game, Chaz was actually out the furthest, but they still came for me.
Well, the last game you antagonized them.
And well, I had to because I got raped twice. So like I just got
You
sick
were like,
of
this
it.
time I'll be the rapist. And then they didn't let
It
that
didn't
happen.
matter. I wasn't fast enough.
I keep
I mean-
telling you guys, in team games, as soon as you get to Castle Age and you have a decent enough like foothold, send 3 villagers to whoever's in the middle or whoever's doing the best. put them in the back, and just build a town center, and just have those 3 villagers just like chop wood or do some bullshit.
Just
That
chill.
way, if the shit hits the fan and your whole town burns to the ground, you can reboom from somewhere else. You have a town center.
In Zach's defense, I think in all 3 of these instances, like, or at least 2 of them, he didn't make it to Castle Age.
No, it was like feudal age at least one.
Yeah,
they always fucked me in feudal. But in that 3rd game, we were in like a super cramped map, and I had like nowhere to go.
That map sucked ass. We were like all on top of each other. There were fucking trees everywhere blocking how we built. It was like causing my units to not be able to get to to line up and actually go where I wanted them to. So to kind of summarize, the first game, Zach kind of got screwed early, but Andy and I built up our armies and just kind of steamrolled.
I survived that game, and I was able to come back and fight a little bit at the end.
You were, yeah. That one you got kind of put in a rough spot early, but you didn't get completely destroyed. Our second game, you got spanked, but I don't think you were out of it yet. And then Andy and I realized the map was weird. They put all 10 relics in the middle.
20.
Was it 20? Oh, okay. So Andy and I rushed and got 10 relics each. That's what it was. We rushed to just get a monastery, get the monk, go grab everything. And I was like, oh, this is great. I'm going to have all this gold. We aggroed the fuck out of them. And Andy had at least enough sense to have something built to stop them. I didn't have anything, and they fucking steamrolled me. And I was like, oh, cool, I have nothing. And I tried to rebuild on his side, and nothing worked. I got fucked, so I quit early. And then
they both abandoned me. I was sad because I really think I had blue on the ropes. I really think I was about to knock one of the 3 out, but fuck it. I just closed the game so we can move on to the next one.
Yeah, I mean, I'll say I totally overextended. Like, I went all in on all these resources. I didn't build any militia at all, and then just went all for those relics. And I should have known better. I should have had something ready. And yeah, I got rolled. And then the third one, again, we had that cramped map. Zach got decimated really early. He just had a terrible position with where he was. Andy and I are right next to each other, kind of protecting one another. And we ended up I ended up in a spot where their armies started just 1v2 and 1v3 against me, but I could never build enough of an army with my Teutonic Knights to start to be aggressive, but they also couldn't do anything about me.
They were just trickling their army. They never came. Oh,
well,
yeah, I did.
I would say kind of that was the thing. The other 2 were trickling, but Yellow would send a massive amount of those I don't even know what there's a unique unit that were
hussy wagons.
Yeah, the hussy wagons. That's what we were calling them. So these wagons were actually kind of difficult to deal with until I figured out, oh wait a second, trebuchets just wiped them out. And of course I built enough Teutonic Knights, and it was kind of a stalemate at that point. So I said, you know what, I'm going to just do the cheese thing. So I built a wanderer in the back and said, get through it. And they couldn't. And we ended up winning that way. I think honestly, I don't know if we could have beaten them 2-on-3 because they had so much gold from the relics that they had obtained.
We could have beat them.
It would have taken hours. I don't know.
No, I don't think so. I really don't, because that tiger cavalry I had fully upgraded, and they were just melting everything they attacked except castles. And I had just discovered that at my siege workshop I could make trebuchets that you don't have to deploy. It's like a unique Chinese thing.
Oh,
and they do a little less damage and they have a little less range, but again, they don't deploy and pack up. They just roll around and shoot at stuff. So I just made a bunch of those, and I destroyed 3 or 4 castles by the time. But then the Wonder won it for us, so it's who cares?
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Maybe, and I don't know how much of it too. Even the strategy of just having that up and forcing them to send, they were in a spot where they had to send their armies, but they were doing it anyway. So they were just gradually sending everything to me without being able to defend themselves. So maybe that was the way, is if we didn't have the Wanderer or had more time, you could have just backdoored and taken one out. And then once one was wiped, we could just flank and take the other 2 out. But I don't know. It was a fun game. I felt bad for Zach because he had to just sit back and watch, because you actually had all of your villagers killed. You truly got eliminated from the game.
I had one left, and I kept trying to rebuild, and I couldn't. And then what I ended up doing was I kept running into Andy's base and repairing a castle and had her live in the castle because she kept getting damaged. I was like, no, don't die. If I die, I'm dead.
She was welcome.
You were the one and only.
She basically it had like a service deal or something, but they converted her at the end, and I was out. That knocked me out.
Oh no! Oh, that's what it was. Yeah, they converted your unit. I was trying to remember how you died.
I'm pretty sure the moment they converted her, my castle murdered her with like one arrow volley.
It was like a second too late. I was like, it was fuck. When I exited out. I could have kept viewing the game, but I just did it out of reflex. I just quit. I was like, okay, fuck, I'm out. And then I started playing around on EX Burst, building decks, listening to you guys like I was listening to a baseball game or something.
Nice.
That was. I don't really have anything else to say. I got sexually assaulted a bunch on Age of Empires that time. That was rough.
I'm gonna keep asking you guys to play Age of Empires. It's been on my mind a lot lately, just because every once in a while YouTube pushes it on me. But also, Boss Fight Books is doing a Kickstarter on that Age of Empires book, and I'm into it. Like, I've already backed the hardcover version, and I really want to read it. It should be out in October, they say. But I've always really liked Boss Fight Books anyway. Like, I have several of their books, and I really like them. And the Age of Empires one is one of their like primo ones. Like, they did a bunch of extra work for it and interviewed 20 something people who worked on the game, including Sandy Peterson. I did not know he worked on Age of Empires. That's super cool.
Yep. He went over to Microsoft eventually.
Yeah, he went to Ensemble after he was at ID.
Cool. Yeah, no, I'd definitely be down to keep playing it. It's a fun game. I always enjoy it just as like even if I have a lot of other stuff I'm into, just having a couple hours to just like, what, I'm just gonna chill and play some AoE, get into some wallism. Funny enough, and I don't know if it's because of the maps, all three of the matches we played though, I never built a single wall. I didn't touch them. And I think it was mostly just because of the maps we had.
I only built walls in the last one. I got sick of it. I'm trying to like break myself of being a wall boy. And after the first two games, I was like, no, fuck this. I'm putting a wall up. I'm sick of this shit.
That's totally fair.
And then I guess also it's worth mentioning, I actually did play some single player Age of Empires. I played the Rise of Rome. Is it called Rise of Rome? Whatever it's called. The Roman expansion that came out for Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition, because normally all the Roman stuff was in Age of Empires 1, but they've added a bunch of stuff to 2. 2 is robust now. They have a bunch of stuff in it. If you haven't played it in years, check it out. There's a ton of new stuff. But it's been pretty fun so far. I don't like some of the campaigns of Age of Empires. Like, I hate to say it, but sometimes I just want to like be left alone and do my own thing, like build my army and run the war. But because they are a slave to historical events, it's stuff like, oh, you have to do this. You have to take out these units. Okay, those units are done. Your allies are retreating. You have to cover their retreat, because that's what happened in real life. And I want to be like, no, I'm winning this fight. So.
How about I retreat? I'm dominated.
Whatever. But I also watched the Summoning Salt video about Spyro, and I was like, man, I haven't played Spyro in years. I'm going to play Spyro. So I've been playing Spyro the Dragon on PlayStation 1. It's fun. It's just fun. It's a fun-ass game. Also, I haven't played it in years, and I haven't played it since I became aware that Stuart Copeland does the soundtrack, the drummer from The Police.
Yeah.
The soundtrack to that game rips. I like it a lot. Like, honestly, the best part about it is all the bass lines, what you would consider the bass. Like, it's all just like, it's so not video gamey. It just kind of sounds like, Fusion or something. It's cool. I like it. It sounds like a Fusion band using a PlayStation 1 sound font. I like it. But it's not, that makes it sound like it's complicated. It's not. It's real mellow. It's cool.
Yeah.
Did I play anything else? I had played the Gundam card game. I've actually kind of started going to 2 locals a week now. There's a whole nother card shop really near the one I always go to, and it's on Thursdays. And basically, if I get out of work early enough, I'm going to it. But that's not a done deal. But it's been fun. Unfortunately, there's always less people there. I'm accustomed to an 8 to 12 player group. But the second shop, it turns out, in order to get a new type challenge, all you have to do is have 6 or more players 4 consecutive weeks. And they've basically said, we really want to do this. Please come and play, and we're going to get a new type challenge for you guys. So we're all trying to do it.
It's exciting.
Yeah.
I actually had some related Gundam news. I have a friend who's been asking me, hey, what's that mech robot card game you were telling me about? He's interested.
Photons?
People. Yeah, that's it. I've got two other buddies that are also interested because they're like, I like One Piece, but like I don't want to keep buying this, so maybe I'll play Gundam instead. So long story short, there are two stores in the area now. One is already supporting Gundam if they can just get the people, and the other one wants to start it. So I might have locals to go to if I want. The problem is time, and then then if I'm gonna do a local, like I can't do Pokemon and the other regularly, so I got to figure out what I'm gonna do there. But I don't know. It might be time for me to dabble in a little bit of Gundam.
Gundam dabbler.
Yeah. So anyway, sorry. Back to you, Andy. You have other stuff you did?
I don't think. I watched a movie. I watched a movie called 52 Pickup. Has anyone ever even heard of it? Because I hadn't.
No.
No, it's part of the Criterion Collection VHS collection that they have on the channel right now, and it's all movies that have a VHS tape as part of the plot. That's it. That's the unifying theme. So it's stuff like Videodrome and I can't remember what else. A bunch of other movies you would recognize. But I was like flipping through them. I was like, what the hell is 52 Pickup? 52 Pickup is directed by John Frankenheimer, the guy who directed Grand Prix that we all liked pretty well. And it stars Roy Scheider, the guy from Jaws. So I was like, what is this? And I read it, and it has an interesting enough story, and it's an hour and 15 minutes, and I didn't have anything else to do, so I said I'm gonna play this movie and see if I can get into it. And immediately it had like a certain like feel to it, and what I mean by that is the first thing you see is the Canon Films logo, and I was like, oh, it's gonna be one of those. But it's a pretty good movie. It didn't like change my life or anything, but I really liked it. I was entertained by it. And the bad guy, there's three bad guys, but the main bad guy is played by do you guys remember in Scrooged, the blonde guy who's like from the West Coast, and it seems like he's coming in to take Bill Murray's job?
Yeah.
That guy, he's the main bad guy. And it doesn't seem like that would work, but he is a really fucking good bad guy. He's great in this movie. He's better than Roy Scheider, in my opinion. In this movie, he is. But it's worth watching. I really liked it. If you like 80s Canon Films flavored neo noirs, oh, it's good. It's good stuff. It's fun. It's fun time.
Cannonball of a movie.
Yeah. But no, it is a Canon Films, and it's produced by Dolan and Globus or whatever the hell those jerk offs names were.
Dolan and Globus sounds like fucked up versions of Donald and Goofy or something.
You know about Canon Films, right? They were Turkish, maybe.
Yeah, it's some kind of weird fucking offshoot production company.
They just made a bunch of trash, and some of the trash was just accidentally good. Like people think, oh, Canon Films, I'm so nostalgic for that, but really they're just remembering like the 6 good Canon Films movies, and the other stuff was all just like schlock. But that's fine.
Yeah,
they had a lot of Charles Bronson movies, a lot of Chuck Norris movies, and it's always just like it's Chuck Norris versus all the Cubans, and like the Cubans come and they're like shooting up malls, and Chuck Norris is like, no, my watch, me and my Bronco will stop you, and he like shoots guys.
Yeah,
but that's a Canon film right there. But yeah, that's it. And then of course I'm still doing Big Trouble Rips, and it's a lot of fun, and I'm getting thrilled / annoyed with some of the things that the numbers are doing, because I've been doing very well recently, but the reasons I'm doing well are I'm opening stuff that isn't the easiest thing to get and open. So I guess what do you expect? But come watch me struggle. All right.
I want to ask you something about that.
Okay.
What's really the hit rate for like getting good shit in the Pokemon packs? Because it seems like to me every time you open it, it's fucking, you don't get anything good.
No, yeah. I mean, Pokemon is famously not a very good thing to just open. Like, you're wasting your time. Mm-hmm. But, I mean, I'll be honest, almost everything sucks compared to Gundam. Gundam's hit rate is famously pretty good. It's even better than the other Bandai games, I'm being told. And people keep thinking, like, are they going to stop doing this? Like, everyone's a little scared here at the end of the month when the next set comes out. Like, are we all going to be opening packs and we're going to get pissed off? What's going on? But no, so far so good, so not going to. But yeah, the hit rates of Pokemon suck out loud. You can look them up if you're curious about the specific numbers. but like the high dollar cards are like 1 in like 2,000 or something.
Oh my
stupid nonsense.
god.
Yeah, if it helps, I think I told you guys that the latest set that came out, the pre-release, I opened the chase rare out of the set, and everyone was flipping out and everything. But like, they flipped out for a reason. It's like you said, I think like that card was like 1 in 850 or something is what it was the chance of opening it or something like that.
I noticed some of these card shops post fucking when people open that shit in their store.
Yeah,
Like they'll take a picture of the guy. Oh, they hit big, and I'm just like, it's like Pokemon's the only one they do this for.
People get so hyped. People get so hyped over opening a $5 card because it is a rare. I remember, so a couple years back, which I probably talked about it on the show. We went back to like 2023 or whatever. I went to nationals and did really well. And then to celebrate, went nuts, and I bought those Neo.
We talked about that.
And I opened the first edition Typhlosion, and you would have thought I was the store owner's best friend, and I was marrying his daughter. He like gave me a big hug. He gave me a bunch of free swag. He gave me a hoodie. He had me take a picture with him so he could put it up because it was such a cool thing, like opening this thing live at such an event. So
I mean, this isn't
gallery prepared.
This isn't independent of. Or this isn't just Pokemon either. Is like, card players are very superstitious lots as well.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So it'll be like, that card's got that shop's got the lucky cards. Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe in that shit. I make my own luck.
But that's why on Big Trouble Rips, just full art. That's it. Full art's a victory. That's all it takes. I don't care if it's worth $3 or $300. If it has full art and it's Pokemon having a nice good old day, that's a win.
Which, I mean, ever since we've been in the Scarlet Violet era, I mean that's what it is. They're all in the secret rare category, right? So, like you said, full art's a full art. If you open one, it's great. I will say special sets have an even harder hit rate. Like the Prismatic Evolutions packs, which people get upset about. That's the Eevee pack where you can open the Moonbryon.
That's what I've been opening. That's been doing numbers.
Infamously horrible hit rate, even compared to
I
other
haven't pulled
packs.
a single thing.
I've probably opened 200 packs of that set, and I did open 2 of the Evolution SIRs. Eevee, and then I opened which one? Vaporeon, I think is the one I opened. And I'm still looking to get the rest of the set, but the other ones I've gotten, I've bought or traded for. I couldn't open them. Just crazy. Yeah, just that specific set. Like all the other sets, I mean, again, it varies. But that's also how they keep their value. It's like a great system because it's the most playable TCG as far as like the cheap, like the ability to just play any deck that you want. Like you could spend $150 and you could own the top 10 decks in standard format. And like again, you wouldn't have to spend anything else, right? But if you want to bling out your deck or you want to chase for the collecting purposes, like good fucking luck.
Those are 2 different hemispheres of Pokemon. It's competitive and collecting.
But they found a great way to balance it because playable cards aren't warped in the same way that other TCGs are. Like you probably noticed with Gundam, I gotta imagine it's the way it is in Gundam, but in pretty much every other card game I've played, demand for using the card will dictate the price of the card as well as its full art.
Wing Zero, Barbados First Form,
Grandpa.
Those are the cards that are worth a lot and get played and everything. Yeah.
Pokemon.
It's like Magic. It makes sense. It has rules.
Exactly. Pokemon makes no sense
Pokemon
at all because
is bullshit.
yeah. Cards will like never be playable, but like worth hundreds and several hundreds of dollars. Like the chase rare in this latest set is the Mega Zygarde EX that looks like a fucking Megazord with a giant rocket launcher. It's cool looking, but like that card is fringe playable at best. And yeah, it's the most expensive thing by far. And like of course there's like the staples like Charizard, Pikachu, Gardevoir, Gengar. Yeah, it's a good example. The Evolutions, like certain cards just are favorites. So
they're always going to be expensive.
Exactly. Yeah. Oh my goodness. If you have a chance, Because this will mean something to Andy.
I feel like
or anyone else
Greninja's
listening.
getting to that point too. Actually,
Oh, Greninja for sure is. It's the next set's just based on Greninja. That Chase Rare will be there. But
pre-orders for it were today. Whoa.
Andy, you should
I had
look
it in my
up.
cart.
Oh, I didn't even try. I've given up on even trying that shit. Andy, you should look up what Gengar VMAX the SIR is worth now. It'll blow your mind how expensive that card is.
What, the one from Fusion Strike?
Uh-huh.
No, it's like 700, isn't it? Or is it more now?
I think it's over 1,000 now. It
No,
may
is it now?
actually be that. Okay, because like a couple years ago, I mean, that card was consistently a $200-$300 card.
Sure.
But yeah, it's definitely.
Well,
like
that's
800
back when
plus.
you could go into a Target and buy some cards.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Mega Gengar EX.
That's
Eight-
that's
No,
why.
no, it's different.
Yeah, that's why I didn't pull the trigger on getting the pre-order because I'm like, I'll get it, I'll open it, and probably not get any hits, and then I won't be able to buy any more Pokemon cards.
Oh,
for a
did you
while.
go to Pokemon Center today and try to get in the line?
Yeah, I got in line. It was in my cart, and I was gonna buy it, but I was just like, it's just gonna I'm just gonna have like a short high of.
Oh, you
opening
waited
it.
all the way through the line and then didn't buy anything. It sucks.
Yeah. Well, I was watching it.
I mean, it's hours of waiting.
It was
Wait,
like
you
45
actually
minutes.
got there and then just didn't buy anything for us, you asshole?
Yeah, yeah.
You know what? That's a Chad move. I respect you. It's like, I'm going to get all the way from. It's like, I don't want this shit anymore. You just leave.
Fuck these children's toys.
Well,
I actually did something I haven't done before. Every time they do the pre-orders for the next set, I get one Pokemon Center ETB. I have over there in my studio area for Big Trouble Rips. I have the ETB box for Perfect Order on top of the one for Ascended Heroes on top of the one for Phantasmal Flames. Like that's all I do. It's storage and it's cool, and the promos are always worth a lot of money, so I can sell them for Gundam if I get in a pinch. For Chaos Rising, I always want to say Chaos Reigns. I'm going to do it at some point. For Chaos Rising, for the first time, I actually did buy 2 ETBs. So now I'm part of the problem. I'm sorry.
He's got 2 ETB cards.
I'm not flipping them though. I run a thing. I'm going to open them.
I mean, you could also help out a friend who actually needs the cards from it to compete.
Oh, I always thought you just had hookups for cards. If you need one, then yeah, it's fine.
Funny enough, I used to, and it kind of do, but cards are just harder and harder, like because of the scalping.
Do you mean you
issues.
want a sealed box, or you just want all my bulk? I'll just give you whatever you need out of it.
No, you just open it. We'll figure it out after.
Yeah, it's
I
fine.
mean, yeah, because I'm again. It all depends on how tomorrow goes.
Just watch the show. If you see something you want, put it in the comments. That's mine.
Ooh, I need that.
Dubs right there, or dibs. Dibs. I get that. That was mine.
Dubs, you need to go in there and claim it. Claim it before Chaz.
You should claim it, and then before he sends it to you via mail, you go. You know what? I don't actually want it anymore.
Yeah,
I don't want this
I don't want this anymore.
That's like his new.
I've
gimmick,
paid
getting
for
in line.
postage already. It's God damn it.
The reason why I did that is I wanted to see if I could get through. I thought I was going to be
What
like,
were you gonna get?
oh, a booster box.
Oh, a whole booster box. Oh,
Yeah.
high roller.
I know, right?
Well, that was me being like, I don't want to just open. How much is it in the ETB? How many packs?
11, I think.
Yeah.
In the Pokemon Center.
The
one,
Pokemon Center one's special. Yeah, it has 11 and an extra promo in there.
Yeah, because I was thinking like 11's not going to be too enough for me. I need to have more because my brain, I need to keep on opening because that's the reason why I want to like get into trading card because I want to be all right. I got it.
Reward yourself. The way I broke that is I could only open a pack if I exercise for at least 30 minutes in a day. You got to do some stupid bullshit like that. You gotta beat yourself down. You gotta reform yourself.
I know
it doesn't have to be exercising. It can be something.
I know I'm beating a dead horse. I'm just like tired of that. I can't just go to a store and buy a pack.
It's
I'm
not
just tired.
Happen.
Yeah,
it sucks. We all hate it. Every one of us hates it. We all fucking can't stand it. But there's nothing to do. I don't know what to do about it anymore.
Yeah, all the cards are in Israel.
I could tell you what to do. I could tell you what to do in Minecraft. You take a Louis Slugger and you go down the aisle where all the scalpers are.
Yeah, we've all seen the Meat Canyon cartoon. I get it.
Yeah. It just is what it is. But that said, it's all about what you want to get out of. Like if you're just wanting to open and like try and get a dopamine rush on a hit anyway, don't buy Pokemon because that's just a waste of money.
Mhm.
Like because
Don't be an idiot like me.
yeah, like Well, no, you're doing it for the purpose of you have the content. So, like, if you occasionally get the hit, you'll get it. But and that's the same vein to dubs, actually. If that's what you want to do is record people opening it, or like yourself and let people watch.
I don't want
do that.
I don't want to.
But
I did it. I tried it. It's not my thing. But I like the art in Pokemon. But my main thing right now is I'm making my way to Gundam. I'm gonna get the starter packs because I want to play. And then I want to get.
You need to get on the Bandai app right now and find the events for the starter decks that are coming out in the next couple weeks. And then sign
you're
up.
Going to have a learn to play event where you get started.
Yeah, there's a learn to play event that's in the next week or two, and there's events where shops are going to get the reprints of starter decks 1 through 6, and you're going to be able to turn up, pay, and get one of those decks. Each of those decks is worth $80 or more, by the way.
Oh, sick.
So you're going to be able to get one of those decks, play in the tournament, and then have that deck. And some of the shops, if they have them left over, are then going to sell them off after the event, presumably at MSRP, depending on your shop. And this might be the last chance to get some of these decks. And some of these decks have, like, New Beginnings. Just get New Beginnings. It has Amuro in it. It has the Arc 78 in it. It has a bunch of great stuff. That's like, if you can only have one, that's what I would get, New Beginnings. And if you can't get that, then maybe get Zeonic Rush.
The seed one. It's got a lot of fucking meta cards in it too.
I guess it does. It does.
Oh, I think that's one of the ones you guys got me, wasn't it? Was it a seed one or was it?
No,
Clan?
you got Clan. And
you got Clan.
Yeah, Clan. Damn.
Clan rules.
I think you got the IBO deck too.
Yeah, I gave you the IBO deck. That's deck 5, and then Zach gave you the Clan deck. That's deck 6. Decks 1 through 4 launched the game, and they've been out of stock for.
Have they talked about rotation at all in that game?
It's like come up at one of the Japanese regional events, like something like that, but they didn't make announcements. They just said, and then down the road when rotation starts, blah blah blah. And everyone was like, whoa, wait, what? And then they didn't elaborate.
Okay.
They've been like rolling out stuff about this game slowly. Like events haven't even allowed sideboards so far, but they are going to start doing that, I think, in October.
Okay.
In Japan or just everywhere?
I don't know. I think everywhere.
Interesting.
I think.
Sideboards for that game seem interesting.
Yeah.
They can be.
People were hypothesizing that you could sideboard a whole color out of your deck, which is interesting.
I mean, it all depends on what, like, the number of cards in your sideboard. I can see that, though. Like, you could just have an entire package to, like, change the strategy of your deck depending on what you're playing against.
Because it's such a small deck. It's only a 50-card deck. A sideboard is 10 cards. So that could change a deck absolutely. So I don't know. They haven't said one way or the other where some of this stuff is going. It's kind of a wait and see right now. Like, we're about to get Phantom Aria, and they announced the name of set 6 today, and we know the next few pre-constructed decks, but right now I think everyone's just kind of waiting on new product, and then the meta is going to change at the end of the month, I'm sure. Good.
What's funny is the new type Rising booster box now is like fucking a lot of money.
Yeah.
250-ish.
Again, Dubs, what's your goal? Like, do you want to play, or are you trying to collect?
Both.
Oh yeah, if you want to play Gundam, just buy singles. Do not buy a box.
I want to do both. That's my thing.
All right, well then most shops are going to start taking pre-orders for Phantom Aria like right now. Again, download the Bandai app, get an account, and register for a nearby Learn to Play event and the starter deck event. More importantly, what the hell just happened?
What the hell happened here?
What'd you do?
I don't know.
Why
did I do
doing
something?
This?
Okay,
there we go.
Okay. We had a production gaff there. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, do that.
All right, I'll check it out. What the fuck? Who's doing this?
I did nothing. I'm not touching anything.
The screen's changing. There we go.
This is my emotional support Squirtle because I don't have dice and it's making me nervous.
Here, this one's mine.
Oh, yeah. Everyone should have an ESS.
I've got dice.
No.
All right, who's going next?
Andy,
you are.
Your victim. Aha, Dubs. Tell us about how you want to get into card games, but you can't.
That's not what he did. That's what he did.
I already did. I'm at the end, almost at the end of the anime 86. I'm
Cool.
enjoying it. The war scenes are fucking awesome. Little sad scenes. It's only one season, by the way. Or I don't know how Crunchyroll does their UI. Do they break down each season, or do they just put all the episodes in one area?
I thought they broke down by season.
They do break it down by season most of the time.
Okay.
So 86 might just be one season.
Yeah, there's 23 episodes in the anime 86. I'm on episode 21, so I'm almost there. I'm kind of using your thing, Andy, about like rewarding myself. Not rewarding, but I'm like doing it in bits. So instead of me binging all 23 episodes, I could have done that in one day. So what I'm doing is every day I'm doing like 2 episodes per day, just so
I think
that
that's the way to do it.
yeah, just so that I'm kind of drip feeding the hobby in me and being like, all right, I'm enjoying it. I'm not just fucking full on dopamine overload. So I'm into that. I obviously watched Perfect Blue. And then I moved on to Donnie Darko. The reason why is because I have the Blu-ray. It's somewhere in my room, and I put it into my Xbox. And I learned that film had a fucking low ass budget. Like, it was like a new director, and there was another thing. I think this was Jake Gyllenhaal's like one of his first movies and stuff.
I know he's young in it. It's youngest I've seen him in a flick.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Bubble boy.
Yeah. I enjoy this film because of all the like weird shit that happens in it, like the plane engine just going through the house, and Jake Gyllenhaal's character is not sleeping in his bed because that's where the engine falls, is in his room through his bed. So in reality he should have been dead, but he's not. And then they have this like weird fucking bunny thing that like keeps on
Harvey.
Yeah. It's like, I wouldn't say like a prophet, but he like has like a different parallel worlds. They have like the timelines and stuff. It's just weird to talk about.
Have you guys all seen Donnie Darko before?
No.
Yeah, it's been a long time though.
Okay.
I watched that like freshman year of college.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't seen it since college either. Zach, you would like it.
Yeah.
I can tell.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a trippy movie. Honestly, I wouldn't mind going back to watch it. It's one of those movies. It's like, man, I should watch this again so I can understand it, because I admittedly don't think I can say I understand it.
Mm.
Yeah,
maybe next season we'll have a theme that will fit for that, and I'll pick it, or one of you guys pick it, or something. Or whatever.
Bunnymen. We'll watch Donnie Darko. We'll watch Harvey, and we'll watch Inland Empire.
Yeah. Yes.
Other than that, I mean, I'm watching baseball. My Mets suck.
It's baseball.
So the Yankees and the Mets both lost 5 straight games in a row.
Good fucking
wow.
Yeah, and
the Yankees,
one of the players on the Mets doesn't know how to play baseball anymore. He
forgot how to play baseball. That's stroke.
He forgot how many outs were in a game once. He didn't hustle for a double play. It's just I get rid of the coach. Fucking sell. You know what? Sell the fucking team. I'm tired of it, and I'm tired of getting my hopes high about a season because we made some interesting moves, but we got bargain bin bullshit because our GM is trying to play Moneyball with our team. And if anybody doesn't know what Moneyball is, it's just I wouldn't say they take washed up players, but they take players that the higher marker teams don't want. But Billy Bean chose them because they get on base, and it's all that data science bullshit that I fucking hate in baseball.
Oh yeah, that guy that asked about your wiener, he was in that movie. I watched it.
Oh, you've seen Moneyball?
Yeah, I watched Moneyball.
I like that movie.
It's a pretty good movie.
Mm-hmm. That's when was that the last time Jonah Hill was fat? By the way, was that his last fat movie?
I think so.
I honestly couldn't tell you.
It couldn't have been. That was like 2011.
Probably, yeah. He probably had more fat movies there or somewhere.
I think so.
Yeah, baseball is interesting. I don't have another team that I like so far, and I don't want to be that guy. Be like, I like the Dodgers. Nobody likes the Dodgers. Only LA people.
LA people.
Yeah.
It's hard. I did the same thing. Like the Reds stunk out loud for like a decade. I was like, I'm gonna be a Mariners fan. So I started trying to watch the Mariners and it just never stuck. I never got really excited and into it. Like, you can't force a new team. So I mean, you got to choose a team that's geographically relevant to you, right?
Yeah. So I have the Marlins and
Cool
the
logo.
Tampa Bay Rays, who are soon going to be going to Orlando, I think.
Oh yeah. Well, there you go. That's your choice then.
Yeah. Maybe, I don't know. It's probably be bigger upgrade because I don't have to.
It's a whole league. You can choose any team except the Yankees and the Astros. If you choose one of those, we're not friends anymore.
What's wrong with the Astros?
They're
Cheaters.
That's right. He got it.
I knew it.
They're a bunch of dirty cheaters. That's what they are.
Other than that, I'm trying to think because I'm not like you guys. I don't write it down. I should write it down because I should. YouTube wise, no, I didn't watch anything interesting. Anyway, Zach, you're next.
Okay. I watched Smiling Friends. 2 new episodes dropped.
I was saving them.
Oh man, I didn't know a new season came out. Oh
no.
Yeah, well, no, it's not a new season. It's just the last 2 episodes they're going to do for, I guess, some undetermined amount of time.
Ever.
No.
No, they said, well, they don't want to do it anymore, but they've said they'd be open to coming back and doing more later.
Maybe in the future. I really respect both of those creators, and I understand the decision they made. That makes sense entirely. And I heard that we're not against like doing it in 10 years or something, but all the creative people that they put around them to make that show have now left and are looking for work.
Well, yeah.
So, like, if you want to do it again, those people are all going to have new jobs. So it's not going to be identical.
Yeah, basically, I don't look for us to see anymore for like at least 5 years.
Yeah, no, it'll be a long time, and if they do, it'll probably be like a short little thing. But they'll think about it, and I'm sure they'll stew on some new ideas. But honestly, I'm just more excited to see what they do next. Something completely different that they have a new renewed passion for.
Yeah, sure. The 2 episodes were funny anyway. You know, I don't really want to talk about it because you guys haven't seen them yet. So.
I will watch them so fast.
I'm gonna watch them before we record again. I was like I said, I was saving them for like an evening. I don't have anything to do, which is probably gonna be Wednesday actually.
We'll save it for next time. I watched more Zeta Gundam.
Yeah.
It's just the stuff after they tried to drop a colony on Granada and failed.
Rude.
Yazon tricked Camille into shooting the bridge and he killing that Jamaicon dude. Fuck him. That shit was funny.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot Brian Drummond is voicing Yazon in the dub. And if you don't remember him, he's famously the Ocean Vegeta, the original first English voice Vegeta.
Huh.
He voices Zex Marquise in Gundam Wing as well.
I did not know that.
You can tell whenever he gets shouty and his characters get angry, you can hear it. You can hear the Vegeta in him.
That Vegeta DNA just comes out.
Yeah. Watched a little bit more Sailor Moon. That show continues to be kind of funny and entertaining.
Have they all slept with Tuxedo Mask?
No.
Oh, that's
I was having fun picturing you watching Perfect Blue and then immediately watching Sailor Moon.
I did do that, not right after, but I did. I had a pretty big. I watched a lot of anime today. Weirdly enough, that was part of it. All this stuff I'm talking about, I've watched today. What was I going to say? God damn, there was a funny ass line. They did this thing. So, Sailor Moon's like a monster of the week kind of thing, pretty much.
Yeah.
And this time they had a monster that was like tricking people. It wasn't a monster. It was just the bad guy that controls them. But he created a gym for women and young girls to go get fit. Because, it's like, oh my God, I'm overweight. What am I going to do? Well, you need to go to the gym or you need to diet. So like what Usagi figures is like, well, I'm not going to eat anymore, which is a terrible fucking idea.
Oh no, yeah, that after school special.
Yeah, well, they didn't quite do that, but
Oh, okay.
but her and her friends decide to go to the gym, and there's this hot guy that's running the gym, and he's evil, by the way.
Oh no.
But what ends up happening is they all go to the gym, and they get tired, and he's like, you need to go into like the room with the resting pods. They'll rejuvenate you. And they all follow him except Usagi, who goes to like the spa because she's sore. And what ends up happening, you know what ends up happening? They go to a creepy basement that looks like it's the set of an alien movie. It's like, getting these pods. And they're just like, okay. And they get their energy drained. And he says a line that I swear to God should be a meme. He's like, ah, yes, the succulent energy of young women. And I'm like, why is that not a meme? Like, what the fuck? It's great. There's lines in this show that are just like funny. Like that's like one of them. I also watched some Victory Gundam. I watched 3 more episodes of that today. I watched a guy get like emotionally upset because he realized he was fighting a child and he blew himself up with a grenade.
I've heard about that moment. I think I saw a clip of it.
I was like, damn, that's pretty brutal. Yeah, it's like he's like supposed to be one of those honorable soldier dudes, I guess. And then like when they end up, the fight is over and he loses, and then he just kind of loses his shit and blows himself up. Pretty heavy. It's already kind of proving it gained that reputation for a reason. That's like episode 5 or 6 I've watched. We already talked about AoE. Played some more Gundam card game. I have created a Cyclops team deck that works. I do pretty well with it. Wait, Cyclops team has to do with like fucking 0080. I don't know. You guys need to watch Gundam so you know what the fuck we're talking about at some point.
Nah, I understand the card game. I don't need to know anything about Gundam. I can just play it.
There's people who do that.
There are people that do that.
There's the guy I like kind of catching up with at locals every week. When he started playing the game, he had never watched Gundam ever. He was just like, card game looked fun. I like card games. Here I am. And so we've all been telling him, you got to watch this, you got to watch that, and whatever. And like he worked his way through Iron Blood Orphans. We were always like, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? And it's been fun. It's an interesting thing.
Yeah. And I say that too, though, because a lot of these, they're all short. They're not long. We're not talking about watching fucking Attack on Titan or Naruto
Gundam?
or Dragon
Okay,
Ball Z.
first off, okay. Well, okay, I'm going to go back on that one. Attack on Titan is not that long. It's less than 100 episodes.
Less than 100, this guy says.
That's not that bad.
More than 30 is long.
More than 30 is long for anything.
And for that matter,
like
most of the
700
Gundam
episodes.
series are more than 30 episodes, Zachary.
Not anymore. They haven't been that way for a long time.
Yeah, if you want to watch G-Quux or Requiem for Vengeance or something. But
you know what the last Gundam anime was that was full length?
Don't tell me. 00?
No, it was IBO.
Oh, yeah, well, yeah, I guess that makes
And
sense.
that was over 10 years ago now.
How long is Witch from Mercury?
It's 24 fucking episodes or something.
So
it's a weird
close.
number.
It's close to the threshold. But yeah, but the original Gundam is 47, Zeta's 50, Double Zeta's 50.
Yeah, they've got like a few that are like 50, 50, 40, 40, and then they're not like that anymore.
G Gundam is 2 seasons. Wing is 2 seasons.
Yeah, they're 50s.
Yeah, I mean, those
Double
aren't bad
O
at
is
all.
2 seasons.
I was just trying to like take away the comparison of like Naruto's 700 plus episodes. I get it. If nobody ever wants
Well,
to get
compared
into
to like One Piece, everything's a short walk in the park. Okay, like
exactly.
you know.
I'm not watching One Piece.
Think about it like this though. Like, yeah, okay, maybe Attack on Titan in the grand scheme of things isn't that long, but when you tell somebody you need to watch a show, it's 100 episodes. They're gonna go, what? Hang on.
No, they're gonna go. No.
It's already an uphill battle to try to get anybody to fucking watch anything that's not a movie. Like,
I mean,
so,
I've been trying to have conversations about Attack on Titan with people who aren't complete idiots for years, but nobody. That
I like my
trust
mechs to be made
will
out of
watch it.
metal.
I've watched it. We never talked about it. You fuck.
We haven't actually. That we need to at some point. But meat mechs are cool.
Do a big Zam and little Titan, whatever. You guys do that. You guys have to play in that. One of you has to do it.
We'll eventually get there.
I don't know that I like it enough to bother with that.
Damn. Okay,
I actually kind of hate it. I low key despise that movie.
No, I don't hate it. I don't feel that passionate about it.
I'm gonna watch this '86 anime Dubs is talking about. I looked it up when he was talking about it. It looks cool.
I've been told it looks good by a trusted source, so you know.
I mean, yeah, he told me I should watch it. It's like, yeah, Joe Dub said you should watch it. It's like Attack on Titan. So Zach, you shouldn't watch it.
Yeah,
based on that metric.
It's like Attack on Titan, but there are no Titans and there's no attacking.
That sounds like it might be good then.
It's just odd.
No, just kidding. But guys, I made a Cyclops theme deck. It's good. I'm having
you put the Amuro Gundam suite in there like a coward. No, just kidding. That was the right move.
That was the right move. That's a deck of this example that we were talking about where you could sideboard out a whole fucking thing and change it basically. I don't really have anything else to say other than that.
All right. Well, there's no reason not to wrap it up here. Then make sure you go watch Ghost in the Shell. It's cool. You're going to like it. And then make sure that you like and comment and subscribe on all of our web zones. And for that matter, make sure you follow us on Spotify and Google Podcasts and iTunes and YouTube and everywhere else. Make sure you follow Turbo Blaze and Getting Some Color and Lost in Nightmares and Big Trouble Rips. Follow them all. Does anyone want to give an elevator pitch to one of your projects? Going once? Going twice?
Zach, talk about Getting Some Color.
Oh, I've done that before, but I'll do it again.
Well, this is someone's first episode.
True. Getting Some Color, me and Dubs are watching 90s era wrestling for the most part. We're reliving the Monday Night Wars. Technically, we didn't start that way because there wasn't a Monday Night War at the beginning.
Now, when you guys do this, do you get in the zone? Do you drink Surge and eat Slim Jims? Do you only wear NWO t-shirts? Do you only listen to Limp Bizkit?
Well, Chaz had time travel meat.
I'm so glad you mentioned it. I had a ritual, beer and meat, and that usually was the perfect combination.
Beer and meat. That's all you got.
He's got the right idea. That's what you do.
Yeah, he would go into the future and be like, "You remember when Hulk Hogan did this?" And we're like, "We're still on like Alex Wright."
Yeah, that hasn't happened yet. But no, we're basically just rewatching that stuff. We watched what we could as children, but you know, back when you're a child and it's all only on cable, you don't have access to everything. Especially if you don't have money to buy pay-per-views.
Yeah, I have a feeling when we get to the Attitude Era, we're going to be really critical about it.
I feel like we're critical now. But that's the thing is we try to look at this fairly and critically because some people, it's like we had that discussion about, you know, some of this stuff in like 95 is not as bad as what they say. Or like we made that discovery, you know, Diesel didn't actually completely suck. They just ruined his push.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
I have a feeling you're going to get to like 97, 98 and be like, what the fuck is happening? Like, it's like such a small sliver of the pie is amazing and the rest of it is bullshit.
All right, this is all my fault for asking that question. This was an elevator pitch. The elevator is open. And
we all got stuck on the elevator.
It has opened into the lobby of get the fuck out of here and make sure you subscribe to Big Trouble in Little Podcast because it's the hub for all of this nonsense. And make sure you come back next week after having viewed Ghost in the Shell. You're going to like it. It's a good old time.
No turtles were harmed.
Yep. All right, bye, motherfuckers.
Thanks for listening.
Big trouble's in the house tonight.